Cleanup efforts are still going on in Harwinton after a 4th of July storm devastated that area. Local crews and Eversource are working around the clock to get roads clean and power back online. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Tim Lammers. Hundreds of people still remain without power. Fox 61's Jamel Johnson joins us live in Harwinton tonight for the second straight night. Jamel, it seems like the focus right now is getting the lights back on for those last few thousand or so people across the state.
Yeah, Tim, I mean, of all the issues right now in Harwinton, the biggest pain point is still a lot of people without power. We have Exhibit A right behind us where you can see just a down power line. It's been like this since yesterday, but I do have to say, just being here 2 days in a row, Harwinton Public Works has done a really good job at trying to clear a lot of these roads out. But now all of the Eversource crews are kind of in full effect, and they're trying to get a lot of these power lines back up. And officials are just stressing, like, with Harwinton being a small town, they're needing all of the help they can get right now.
Disaster. This is a disaster.
First Selectman Michael Chris has been on the front line since the storm blew through on Saturday. That day, more than 90% of the town was without power. Now, with extensive aid from Eversource crews stretching all the way from Quebec, that percentage is slowly going down, but many people in the heart of the town are still shut off.
But we're probably looking at close to 1,000 people still without power. The problem is, as well, is the roads are impassable. We have more than 50 poles broken in the community.
Many people who remain without power are doing whatever they can to make conditions better inside their homes. Henry Patnote is using a generator to keep his house running.
If it does last a week, will you guys be comfortable without power that long?
It's gonna have to be, you know? I mean, I just came home from work to fill the generator, fill it in the morning, come back in the afternoon, fill it again. And hopefully the gas stations don't run out of gas.
The last time Patnote was without power was after the blizzard in February. However, the damage surrounding his property was much worse this time around.
That was a tornado. I was in shock. It was trees everywhere, branches, the back of the house, everything blown off the porch. 12 trees fell down. It was amazing.
Now, just several days later, the situation remains dire. Several roads still remain unclear, making it harder for first responders.
We're an aging population in the northwest corner. It's a huge problem. You know, these people need emergency services, they need ambulances. 3 o'clock in the morning, myself and my public works director and my team were out here lifting wires just so that fire trucks could get through because we had a person going into cardiac arrest. You know, and they're trying to get to the house, but they can't get there because the wires were never removed.
State officials say they are evaluating options for federal aid, including FEMA, the Small Business Administration, or SNAP benefits. In the meantime, Chris is giving people secondary options if they can't live at home for the time being.
Hang in there. We're not going to let you be without power. If you need anything, you contact the town hall. We have staff available. We'll come get you and transport you right over to the shelter and have you here, get in the cooling.
Now, officials are urging every homeowner to document every single detail when it comes to damage to their house. They say you want that paper trail when filing an insurance claim. And Chris is still hopeful that by the end of the week, everyone will have their power restored. But cleanup efforts are going to take much longer than that. In Harwinton, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.